I will start the recording. Yes, go ahead, Vidya.
So if this is not meant to be taken literally, then what exactly does it mean?
So this is connecting in your mind. Okay. Akar with Manushya Loka. That is Prithvi Loka. So there is,
but like
if it helps you to remember, then you can take this mnemonic and remember it that way.
okay, but I'm not able to understand that somebody who is always, chanting Om, what is the difference between reaching one level and second level and third level? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
So this is actually somebody who is not always chanting Om. This is a person.
Sometimes,
who,
occasional.
Occasional, correct.
Okay,
So one part actually means a person who remembers once in a while. Okay. So then in the next one, when we say Dvimatra, which actually means two matras, it means little more than the previous person. Okay. अथ यदि द्विमात्रेण
अथ यदि द्विमात्रेण
मनसि सम्पद्यते
मनसि सम्पद्यते
सोऽन्तरिक्षं यजुर्भिरुन्नीयते
यजुर्भिरुन्नीयते
सोमलोकं स सोमलोके विभूतेमनुभूय पुनरावर्तते. Okay, so he says that if the person meditates upon two matras, that is a and u of the Onkar, or in a larger quantity, meditates more than this previous person who was remembering only when they had some need, or maybe out of habit, you remember God in the morning and evening, you do your prayers, and at that time also you pray for your worldly needs. So now this person, he remembers God more in a special way, and that person achieves mana. Mana is another name for Chandra. So the moon is also called mana because there is a connection between the moon and your moon. So you feel happy looking at the moon, and when the moon is not there, you could tend towards depression. So there is this connection between the moon and the mind. So that is why the moon has been called the mana over here, and that person is taken to space, antariksham, by means of the Yajur mantras, the mantras of Yajurved, to Somalokam, to Chandraloka. Okay. Sir Somaloke Vibhuti Manubhuya. In the Chandralok, he experiences greatness, he experiences wealth of a different kind, power, I should say, Aishwarya. That means lordship over things. And then experiencing that, he comes back to Prithvi Lok after having exhausted his good deeds. Now, what are these good deeds which take him to Chandaloka? This would have, you would have remembered something, right? We did something related to this earlier. Do you recall? So, in the first chapter, the ninth verse, we had seen that tad ye tad ishta purte kritam ityupasate. Ishta and apurta. Ishta means performing yajnas, and apurta means doing benevolent deeds for others with nothing for you. Okay, like making hospitals and children's parks and stuff like that. Uh, those people who do these deeds and think that this is everything, they attain the Chandra Loka. That is what we had learned in the ninth Kandika of the first chapter. So that has not been repeated here because you're supposed to refer to that. That what are the things, special things, which you have to do in order to um, do this Dvimatrika Dhyan. So Dvimatrika Dhyana means that you go beyond yourself that little bit and do deeds for the benefit of others. Even performing yajnas, as I have told you many times before, is for the environment and therefore for everybody. We remove toxins in the environment by performing havans and homes, and these are good for the benefit of all beings, not only human beings but all animals, all insects, all birds, everybody benefits because of this one deed. That is why it was meant to be done at dawn and at dusk by learned people. So performing yajnas and doing benevolent deeds is what is the next level of living, of being a soul, and that takes you via space to Chandralok. So that implies that the Antariksha Lok includes Chandralok. So if you remember, we had discussed it in the first chapter that essentially there are three lokas: Prithvi Lok, Antariksha Lok, and Dyulok. So we covered Prithvi Lok, called it also Manushya Lok. Now we are on Antariksh Lok, also called Soma Lok, Chandra Lok, etc. Okay, don't get confused. They are all synonyms. And then we will reach Dyulok in the next verse. Here, see, Rigved was brought in the previous one because Rigved is supposed to have jnana, more of jnana, that is worldly knowledge in it. And Yajurved is supposed to be more for performing yajnas. That is, in fact, how its name is derived. So, performing yajnas is implicit here. When you say yaju, then it implies performing yajnas. Yeah, yajna. Then also this second matra, u, refers to antariksha loka vayu. Okay, so vayu and u, you can see the little bit of similarity which is there. And in antariksha lok, vidyut is the form of energy which is there. This is just some additional knowledge I'm giving you. Need not know it for the purpose of this verse. And Vibhutim Anubhurya, that Aishwarya, again we are seeing that he is talking about some sukha is experienced in Chandralok, which because our body is not there. See, the body you cannot remove sorrow from this body. It will always have something lacking. Okay, you'll be falling sick of this, or yeah, some sense is becoming weak, or some limb is becoming weak, etc., etc., or you will fall over something or something, something. So the body always entails sorrow. There is very short periods of life when you are completely devoid of any sorrow as far as the body is concerned, and actually even the mana is included in that. So on the moon, you do not have a gross body. You do possess a subtle body, but you do not have a gross body. There is no bhoga directly, uh, which is linked to your body. See, most of the bhoga which we doing in, or which we do on the on Prithvi Lok is for our body. Actually, hardly anything, nothing is reaching our soul. But on Chandralok, we are with a subtle body, and the little bit of bhoga which comes in, little bit, I cannot say actually, maybe lots of it, which comes in through the subtle body is devoid of sorrow, and it is just for us. So it is bliss. Okay, now what exactly it is, we cannot say, nothing is specified. So, however
Vibhutim
much
Anubhuya. Here it's saying Vibhutim Anubhuya. So what is exactly meant by the Anubhava of Vibhuti?
Vibhuti is equal to Aishwarya. Aishwarya does not, it means lordship. So, you gain power over things. So, it is possible that you gain power over material things as well. So, you can manipulate things without any hands and feet, etc. And in some way, you extract happiness from it.
Oh, okay. The Vibhutis that are spoken in Yoga Darshana also. Okay.
No, no, not that Vibhuti. Okay, to some extent, yes. The cities which were defined over there, which where you could manipulate things external to your body by means of almost like your
Like
willpower.
Anima, Garima, all those things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So those were also super sensory or super
Powers.
um, terrestrial, or what do you call body super somatic powers. So those are something similar will be here because you are utilizing your own soul plus the subtle body.
There is this Puranic, I know you don't like Puranic references, but I'll bring it anyway. In Puranic levels, we believe that the Somaloka is where Pitrus reside, from where they give Ashirvada, things like that are talked of.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't think that is correct. So if you take Pitars as those who are learned and wise and who have done such deeds of performing yajnas and doing benevolent deeds, yes, they would be residing there. But whether they are
Yeah, of
able
course,
to,
only those would expect from us the Arpana we give because they lived such a life to deserve that, yes.
but in general, Pitars include all ancestors, whether they were respect worthy or not. They do include all ancestors. However, let us take it as they were those kind of people. I am not sure that they can do anything for you, nor can you do anything for them.
Okay, of course. So, Pitraloka or Somaloka?
I have not read of Somaloka being called as Pitraloka, to be frank. Pitraloka is, in fact, supposed to be Prithvi only. However, if we look at that previous first chapter, and we had over there Pitrayana and Devayana, and then this Soma going to Chandra was equated with Pitrayana. So there, yes, the equation was there between Pitars and Chandra. So maybe at somewhere it may be considered as Chandralok. I have not seen directly this reference. So better to.
So, Uttara, what is the context? I'm just losing here compared to the earlier 5 questions. The sixth question, why suddenly jumps into, like Omka, I mean, about Om,
No,
This is the
it
path
is
to reach God, no? It's the path to reach
path
God.
to
reach
reach
God.
God.
Yeah. So basically, it is covering different ways of living. So we had looked at Pitrayana and Devayana in the first chapter. Remember? Okay. Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So Pitrayana was a normal worldly life, doing normal yajnas and benevolent deeds. And Devayana was where you searched for your soul and for God. Okay, so those were the big two paths, separate paths which were given over there. Now here one more path which is lower than Pitayana has been defined, which will keep bringing us back to Manushya Lok without any stint at uh, uh, at Chandralok. Okay, where we could enjoy a real happiness, devoid of any sorrow at all. So now this particular verse is talking about Pitrayan. Both are to be achieved, and also the third one, Devayana, by um, praying to God. So one praying to God is happening at a very, very mundane level where you ask for only mundane things. Now at this level, when performing yajnas, also you are praying to God. When doing benevolent deeds, also you are thanking God and you are praying to God. And you are saying, God, make me capable of giving to other people. So all those prayers to God now are becoming selfless. You are doing some things for other people. You are rising above this mundane needs of your own body. Okay, so you have reached one level above as far as life is concerned.
This chapter is primarily talking about how to perform that, reach that state. Is that what this sixth chapter is about?
Yeah, so this is it gives you small chotu formulas. There is no very big detailed description of how to perform yajnas or how to sit in meditation. Nothing like that is there, but it is giving you small bits and it is interconnecting it with other bits which you have to understand in the proper context. Okay. Okay. Shall I move on?
Mhm.
यः पुनरेतं त्रिमात्रेण
यः
Yah
पुनरेतं
punaretam
त्रिमात्रेण
trimatrena
ओमित्येतेन
ओमित्येतेन
mityetena
एवाक्षरेण परं पुरुषम्
एवाक्षरेण
evakşarena
परं
param
पुरुषम्
purusham
अभिध्यायीत
अभिध्यायीत
abhidyayita
स तेजसी सूर्ये सम्पन्नः
स
sa
तेजसी
tejasi
सूर्ये
surye
सम्पन्नः
sampanna
यथा पादोदरस्त्वचा
यथा
yata pado
पादोदरस्त्वचा
darasvacha
विनिर्मुच्यते एवं हवै
विनिर्मुच्यते
vinirmuchyata
एवं हवै
evam have
स पाप्मना विनिर्मुक्तः
स
sa
पाप्मना
papamana
विनिर्मुक्तः
vinirmuktah
स सामभिरुन्नीयते ब्रह्मलोकम्
स
sa
सामभिरुन्नीयते
samerunniyate
ब्रह्मलोकम्
brahmalokam
स एतस्मात् जीवगणात्
स
sa
एतस्मात्
etasmat
जीवघनात्
jivagana
परात् परं पुरुषयं पुरुषम् ईक्षते
परात्
parat
परं
param
पुरुषयं
purishaya
पुरुषमीक्षते
ikshate
तदेतो श्लोको भवतः
तदेतो
tadeto shloko
भवतः
bhavatah.
So he says that then the one who ponders, meditates upon God with all the three mantras, u, ma, he aksharena param purusham abhidyayit. That akshara param purush, the one who ponders upon, sa tejasi surya sampannaha. He attains the effulgent sun. Okay, that is Dyulok. So this is Makara, which is linked to Aditya, which is linked to Dyulok and Moksha. Yatha Padodara. Padodara means the one whose stomach is its foot. Okay, this is the literal meaning. Pad Udara. So the stomach is the foot of whom? Of a snake.
snake sarpah oh
Yeah, these
Mm.
are really lovely derivations of words. So the one who walks on its stomach, just like that snake, leaves behind its skin. You know the snake gives up its skin periodically and gets a new skin. So evam avesa papmana vinurmukta. Papmana is equal to papa only. So like that only this person who sees God, God's true form, he becomes devoid of all papa. Sir Samabir Unniyate Brahma Lokam. The verses, the hymns of Sama take him to Brahma Loka. Brahmaloka is equal to Dyuloka. Sa etasmat jiva ghanat. Parat param purusham ikshate. Why this jiva ghana? Ghana means dense, a very concentrated form of jiva. That is life. That is the soul. So while this whole body is living, the real living part, the conscious part, is the soul. So by means of that soul, it sees the one who is beyond that which is beyond, parat param, greater than the greatest, purishayam, the one who sleeps or lies in a puri, in a, yeah, in a place. That purusha also means purishayam only, I had told you earlier. So it's kind of a repetition in that way. Ikshate, sees. So what is implied over here is that the soul only can see God. So while we need this body to be able to achieve that kind of a situation where we will achieve God, it is only the soul which will finally see God. Your body will have to be left behind. So that is the purpose of that meditation, where you leave your body behind, be with yourself, and then look even further inwards, where you will see God. Regarding this are the next two shlokas, which we will cover in the next chapter, next class. So now Sama. Sama is brought in over here because Sama is linked with Upasana. So Upasana is what we are talking about over here. Deep meditation is what we are talking about here. So those are the differences. The first one is mere prayers where you ask for some things for yourself. The second one is praying for all of mankind, for all of animal kind, for all of living being kind. And now you are reaching the state where you are searching for yourself, your own soul, independent of matter, and you are searching for God. That is the Upasana phase.
I like the lovely way in which Rik, Yaju, and Sama are brought in.
Correct, correct.
Very, very beautiful upamas.
Very beautiful. Yeah, yeah. It's actually a very nice way of linking things up, and even uma matras. I had taught Sri Vidya that
Hmm.
Upanishad, where the Mandukya actually, where the three matras are linked to the Jagrata, Swapna, and
I think even in Manusmriti we had done it.
yeah, yeah, correct.
Manusmriti.
Can we also take it that it subtly refers to the depth of your meditation? Instead of saying, just literally taking it as the first part of the Om, second, third, it could also be that, the more deeper you start meditating,
Correct.
you're
Deeper and
meditating.
more extensive. More
Yeah.
extensive, even like you spend even greater time. A large part
Right.
of your day you must spend in meditation. That is also implied here. Yes, yes. So both meanings are going parallelly. So it does not mean one at the expense of the other. Both meanings are there.
Okay.
But I'm not feeling very convinced about the rich Yajur and Sama. Because I always thought Samaveda was more for the music and, that's where it originated and all that. But now here it is, saying
No,
something
look,
different.
every yagna has all four ritviks, all four Veda
Yeah.
ganas,
Yeah, yeah.
where the Atharvi is the Brahma position and other three have responsibilities in the yagna. So nobody is being excluded. Even the Atharva is included because the other three are what constitute Atharva.
So Brahma, by the way,
But-
Anuj, is for all four Vedas. And when three Vedas are being talked about and Atharvaveda is left out, as I told you, it actually refers to the metrical compositions are called richas, and the textual ones are called yaju,
Yajur.
and the ones with
Music.
yeah,
Yeah.
where you extend some of the notes, that is called sama. So it is incorrect, Srividya, to think that sama is only defining music. That is not correct. In fact, there is nothing in sama which says these are the notes and this is how they are sung, etc. Notes are in fact there on the top of the mantra, and there is no description beyond that. So Sama Veda is associated with music only because of this extension of the notes which is
Correct.
there. But otherwise, it is supposed to contain mantras related to upasana.
Okay.
Actually, even in Samaveda, these are, very Western oriented concepts. There are many mantras which do not have that 1, 2, 3. There is, Samvedas are distinguished by 1, 2, 3 small written on top of the words. Okay, and they define the way it has to be said. Actually, it is a form of Swarit and Udat Anudat only, 1, 2, and 3. However, presuming that it denotes for how long you shall extend that note, even those 1, 2, and 3 are not present in all the mantras. So all the Samvedic mantras do not have 1, 2, and 3 on them. So that is why only the mantras which have 1, 2, and 3 should be considered as Sam in this context. Okay, so the context is overriding. When Atharva is not mentioned, then this is how you should understand the three.
Okay.
In fact, Bhagini, in addition to the numerals notation on top, there are some specific aksharas that are prevalent inserted into the train of aksharas only. Ho, va, uva, and all those things,
Correct.
which have particular metric application in singing. Yeah.
Yeah. True. Some of those are there. Actually, even in some of the Upanishads, Taittiriya Upanishad, for example, you have that and all. So there is some significance of those as well.
Well, the way, and like you said, no, it's the only way we can appreciate it is by actually hearing a Gana singing it rather than looking at the text. Nothing
Yeah,
comes out there.
yeah, correct. Okay, so shall we? Maybe I missed something out in this because of paucity of time. I may continue this last one again.
Okay, thank you.
So we will say our prayer. ॐ असुनीते मनो अस्मासु धारय
Om asunite mano asma sudharaya
जीवातवे सुप्रतिरान आयुः
जीवातवे सुप्रतिरान आयु
रारन्धिनः सूर्यस्य सन्दृशि
रारन्धिनः सूर्यस्य सन्दृशी
सूर्यस्य सन्दृशिः
घृतेन त्वं तन्वं वर्धयस्व
घृतेन
घृतेन
तन्वं वर्धयस्व
वर्धस्व
ॐ शान्ति
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
शान्ति
Bhagini, Rarandhi is, I kind of missed it, I think, when you were explaining. It's a verb, right? It's a
Radh.
directive verb. Huh?
Radh. Radh
Radh.
is the verb which means to achieve, to obtain, to attain.
Okay.
So may we obtain the Suryasya Sandrishi, the vision of the seeing of Surya.
Maybe Ashirling sense. Yeah.
Rarandi, no. Rarandi is Dvitiya Madhyam Purusha, Ekavachanam.
But it's lot or Vidhiling or that's what I was checking.
Lot. Lot.
Lot. Oh, okay, okay.
It is where is it? Dehi. You have no.
Uh.
That he has become the here.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Raran he has become Rarandhi.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are very nice hymns. They are a little long, but I would suggest that you please memorize these and include these in your sandhya. Okay. So
Okay.
धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
पुनः मिलामः.
Thank you. Thank you, Uttara.
Welcome.
Next time Uma should participate.
Uma and Shanta both have to participate.
Correct.
Yeah, surely, surely. See, pronunciation will be very bad. That is why I'm very hesitant to
Arey,
do it
who is
because
worrying
if
about
you notice,
pronunciation?
if you
See,
notice, no,
the we are seeking the explanation part when she asks,
Right.
last class what we did. No, Bhagini, actually, it is very helpful that Bhagini, I mean, Uttara Bhagini has